All right, this is my creative critical reflection. Question 1. Does your magazine fit with cultural expectations of your genre slash target audience member? Why and how? What is their want slash desire and how are you offering it to them? The target of this magazine is whoever is responsible for making meals for themselves or a family. Usually, this person is a stay at home mom or dad, but it isn't limited to just that. This magazine was made to use inexpensive products for a recipe, so another target audience could be people who live with below average pay or just any person who doesn't want to spend too much money on food. The desire is what I said earlier, affordable recipes that don't take too long to make. Question 2. Consider other publications and compare and contrast yours with theirs. Are you sticking with convention or challenging them? How slash why? I will be sticking with convention. My cover is designed very similarly to most food magazines. This will help my magazine because those similar food articles have good success when it comes to drawing the attention of potential readers. Question 3. Consider your competition. Do you stand out? If so, how? I believe that my magazine does slightly stand out because it offers traditional foods but simplified and at a reduced price. Although the magazine will be mostly similar to other food magazines, I believe mine can offer the same traditional items but with a bigger focus on cost and a low cook time. Question 4. What is it about your magazine that appeals to the psychographic ID of your target audience member? Why are they picking up or buying your magazine and why will they continue to purchase it? My product will appeal to the psychographic ID of my target audience by focusing on the reader's likes and interests, such as cooking for the family or trying new things. My product will be presented as controlled and edited photos to make basic food items look better than people would usually think about them. Also, having a very reader friendly magazine will cause customers to continue to buy my magazine. Question 5. How does your house style appeal to your target audience member? Are you following conventions or not? How and why? My house style appeals to my target audience because I will be using colors associated with cooking and fonts that seem relaxing. This method is following conventions as most successful magazines look to base their colors off their topic and make the reader feel as if the magazine is more enjoyable. Question 6. Consider distribution. Online only, physical copies, where would they be sold? Hybrid mail, online subscription, etc. Um, this magazine would be sold online so that it is easy to access. Sorry. Most customers who would be buying this magazine would come across it through online searches for recipes rather than running into it at a store, for example. Question 7. How did your production skills develop throughout this project? Consider photography, graphic design, the format you used to create the critical reflection. My production skills at the start of the magazine weren't very efficient as I couldn't edit photos very well and I was not completely familiar with the layout of a magazine cover and feature article and table of contents. But the more photos I took and edited, the better I got at it. I also had to look at other magazines to know how to properly lay out my magazine. Doing these things helped my production skills. Question 8. How did you integrate technologies, software, hardware, and online? In this project, consider cameras, editing programs, layout programs, blogging platforms, etc. I used a phone to take pictures and then I used editing software to make the pictures look better. I used a website called LucidPress in order to lay out my magazine. Question 9. There is often a tendency for learners to provide a blow by blow account of the production process instead of a genuinely critical evaluation of their final work and how it was developed. One way around this is to ensure that there's a focus on critical incidents and turning points. What, for example, were the breakthroughs in developing a title and devising a cover image? The only trouble with developing a title was trying to find one that has not been used yet. I had many different possible ideas for one, and I kept searching through them until I could find one that has not been used and one that will appeal to readers. Question 10. How were particular technical challenges overcome? One technical challenge I had was having the incorrect size of images. Somewhere along the line of uploading and editing, I accidentally made my pictures smaller as a default. So I had to stretch the images to fit the cover page, for example. And when I did this, the image would turn out blurry and pixelated. I fixed the image by re-uploading the pictures and making sure not to zoom in or out of the photos while editing. Question 11. What new understanding was gained at key points in the process? After fixing the many mistakes in my magazine, I have gained a new understanding of what needs to be incorporated in order to make a successful magazine. Question 12. Is the final product successful? According to what criteria? The final product is successful because it has all of the essential elements of a magazine that we have gone over so far. These essential elements include a cover, table of contents, and a feature article. The final product is successful because all of the essential elements of the magazine, which include cover, table of contents, feature article, all have the necessary components to be considered complete. And that is the end of the creative critical reflection.